Greetings all, Dan here with the truth on the Jay Slater case. So many people are running down different rabbit holes with nothing at the end and no end product. But here we have the truth for you. And today we're going to take a look at two major cartels that are running the show. One are the Moroccans, the other are a well-known Irish ruthless group who will do their own mother to make money. We're talking about the Kenahans, of course. So today we're going to unravel how the rich and the powerful always make the real money, while the mules, like the Jay Slaters of this world, just risk it all for petty cash, and even that if they're lucky. And what do they risk? They risk their own life, because when you become part of a drug cartel, there's only one way out. If you're lucky, it's in a box. It's just despicable from start to finish how cartels prey on vulnerable people, and they look at every situation. It can be romantic, it can be in various guises, it can be painted as a picture of glamour, but it's far from glamour if at the end point and at the end of the day you pay with your life. This is what we're going to take a look at today. We're going to do a deep dive into two major cartels and how they recruit people like Jay Slater, what they do with them, and what they will finish up as. More than ever, once you get into a cartel, the only way out is debt. People think you can just walk away when you feel like it. It's so untrue. But there's so much more to be told. Stay with us as we unravel it all today. And by the way, if you like what you see and you like what we do subscribe, because number one, it helps support this channel. It also reaches new people. And also, by the way, we're one of the few that have everything confidential. So if you want to get in touch with us on a confidential basis, follow the email address. Drop us an email. We'll never quote you, of course. But your information is so important to us that we will never quote you. Get in touch anytime. We're open 24/7. Let's start with the Moroccan connection and how do they recruit? Well, it's a bit more complex than you think. First, you've got to work with pros and not amateurs. It is as simple as that. Also, it's all about networking, using contacts to get to your goal. The goal is to recruit the younger and the more naive, the better. A good cover is essential. Don't talk too much, don't say too much, and especially don't drink too much. It's all about the fear factor and how you sell it. Recruiting a group is much easier if you're a pretty female, and if you can recruit them, it is even better. The way in is to mingle in a club and show you have money. Create a cool atmosphere, an environment that brings some champagne. Plus, do not drink at the time. Much of the plan is important, but you have to give the impression that you are rich, and the glamour will follow. A club girl is vital for information, especially phone numbers. Remember, money always talks. Now, a hitman is a bit like a good plumber. Everyone is looking for one. Identifying that is a new lucrative way at scamming money, and the Moroccans are experts at it. Hotel bars attract hookers. It's a free bar, by the way, and they will give you all the info that you need, such as the main dealers, who the mules are. Ideal when you're recruiting. If you threaten any criminal organisation, they'll do one of two things. One, they'll send in some heavies and make a deal. Or two, they'll send in some heavies and make a corpse. Either way, something to work with. A drug cartel, remember, is a business. A mule has its perks. Travel, your own hours. Lots of people want you dead, unfortunately. But mules and bars are as easy to find as information in libraries. Pimps like fashion shows. It's a breeding ground for recruiting females who want to live the good life and be connected. Here's 5 reasons. They often seek out people in desperate financial situations, such as those in debt, unemployed, or facing economic hardship. The promise of a quick, easy money can be enticing. Number 2, exploiting trust and relationships. Dealers sometimes use personal connections and relationships to recruit. They may manipulate family members, friends, romantic partnerships, anything that can leverage trust and get them all involved. Number 3, offering legitimate opportunities. Now, some dealers will disguise drug smuggling as a legitimate job offer, particularly like international travel, like a courier or a delivery job. The person may even realise they're not even carrying drugs, but they're so far sucked in they have no other option. Number 4, coercion and threats. In some cases, drug dealers resort to intimidation, also fears of violence, blackmail. They will even threaten a mule and their family members to make sure that they are in compliance. Number 5, promise, adventure and glamour. For young recruits, the lifestyle of drug trafficking is enticing. Travel, money, and excitement can be sold as glamorous. Some are lured into this easy lifestyle without knowing the risks. And finally, number 6, the use of social media and online platforms. Recruitment nowadays has moved online. Dealers are using social media, messaging apps, and the dark web to find and communicate with potential mules anonymously. Once involved, mules will find it difficult to leave due to fear, retaliation, or legal consequences. And failing that, the threat of being killed. And that is just the Moroccans. Now let's do a deep dive into the Irish cartel. The Kinahan drug cartel is one of the most powerful and notorious organised crime groups across Europe, with roots in Dublin. Founded by Christy Kinahan, who is often referred to as the Dapper Don, the cartel has expanded into a transnational criminal organisation involving drug trafficking, money laundering and other illegal activities. Here's a little breakdown of some of the key details of the Kinahan cartel, and this is something you should know because it pertains very much to the Jay Slater case. The origins of the Kinahans was founded by Christy Kinahan back in the 90s and was involved in drug trafficking. The leadership transitioned to his son Daniel, who is believed to run the cartel day-by-day operation. He is also known for his involvement in boxing promotion and trying to legalise the profile in the sports world. The Kinahans cartel operate internationally and significant influence across Europe, particularly with connections in Spain, the Netherlands and across the UK. The cartel is heavily involved in cocaine, importing large quantities of drugs from Europe and from South America. The Kinahan network is believed to have strong links with global criminal organisations such as the Italian Mafia, the South American cartel, the Moroccans, and they all facilitate their drug supply routes. Violence and feuds are known, but the cartel is infamous for its brutal tactics and assassinations and violent reprisals. There's been a long-standing feud with rival Hutch gang led by Jerry Hutch had a series of deadly attacks. The conflict was known in Ireland as the Kinahan-Hutch feud. It resulted in multiple killings, including high-profile murders in public places, such as the Regency Hotel in Dublin back in 2016. Money laundering and criminal enterprises. In addition to drug trafficking, the Kinahan cartel are involved. They use legitimate businesses to hide their illicit earnings, including investments in property, boxing promotions and luxury goods. The cartel is believed to generate millions of euro annually through its illegal activities, making it one of Europe's wealthiest criminal organisations. But with all this money, law enforcement and heat is happening. Both Europe and international law enforcement agencies, including the Irish Police, Europol, have been targeting the Kinahan cartel for years. Now, in recent years, they have been increasing pressure on the authorities. Lots of arrests of key cartel members have taken place, and lots of assets has been seized. Indeed, the US government have also got involved by imposing sanctions on Daniel Kinahan and other members of the cartel, and they are considered a serious threat to international security and peace. Kinahan himself and his wife are currently holed up in the haven of Dubai, but not for much longer, because Dubai are now getting threatened left, right and centre to move Kinahan from his safe haven. Daniel Kinahan has only got a couple of options. He can either go to North Korea, which doesn't sound very appetising, or else Russia. But the heat is on for the Kinahans and the cartels. Sooner or later, they're going to get caught. And sooner or later, someone is going to pay the price for the Jay Slaters of this world. That is how you get hooked very easily into an organisation, into a cartel, with the promise of fame, money and glamour. And it all winds up with the price of being killed. That's our look at how mules are recruited. For the naive individuals who get involved with the promise and the lure of money and a glamorous lifestyle, like the Jay Slaters of this world, it is a big, big price to pay. For drug lords and cartels, They will just roll on with millions rolling into their accounts on a daily basis. And people like Jay Slater are thrown well and truly under the bus without anybody caring. Yes, nobody caring. But good news, there is light at the end of that tunnel. We do care, and we always will. We want justice for Jay Slater, and we will get it sooner rather than later. But we need your help. If you've got any information, do share. Drop us an email. It'll be in confidence and will always be confidential. Also, if you'd like to add to this story, do please comment. We'd love to hear from you, as we always want to get people involved to move this story forward. The truth is out there, folks. The truth will always come out. And here is hoping that the truth will come out very, very soon. Jay Slater deserves justice, and we will be there to get it for him. That's it for now. I'm Dan with the truth on the Jay Slater case.